I'm 6 months pregnant, and I recently moved to a different room in our apartment because it's more airy and gets better sunlight. The attached bathroom is currently under repair, so at night I have to go to the next room to use the washroom. Last night, something strange happened. I woke up around 3:45 a.m. to go to the bathroom. I switched on the room light, walked to the bathroom, and as I was closing the door behind me, I clearly heard someone call my name. It was a male voice, very distinct and human, not metallic, distorted, or echoing. It sounded like it came from near the bed, from inside the room. For a second, I thought my husband had woken up and was checking on me. The voice was calm, like someone saying your name just to get my attention. I almost opened the bathroom door to check, but something in me, a really strong instinct, told me not to. I decided to finish quickly and go back to bed. My husband was asleep when I checked, completely unaware. I thought, I'm sleepy, so it's in my head. Here's the weird part. The day before, my husband heard a female voice in our apartment parking lot. The voice said 0 twice. He turned around to see who it was, but there was no one there. I don't know what to make of it.
Before we move on to the next story, I'd like to ask you to support the channel by liking and subscribing. Your support is what gets us through long hours of research and editing. With that said, let's get to the next story.
I am an international student in a new country. I live alone in a studio apartment. I've been here for about 4 months now. I wear slippers in my apartment, which is a habit I brought from my home country. The building I live in was built in 1998, with renovations made in 2018. It's owned by a company that rents out apartments to students. I haven't had anyone come over yet, and nobody else has my keys. The country I live in is among the safest in the world, with public trust being very high. Now, here's the problem. I sometimes find my slippers in mysterious places when I wake up in the morning. It always happens to one at a time. The other stays by the bed where I left them before going to sleep. The left one got misplaced once, the right one 3 times. I've found them under my workstation table twice, once under the curtain of the window by the workstation, and another time near the spot where I set a rack to dry my clothes. I don't walk on the floor, ever, without my slippers on. So it's not like I left one somewhere and limped my way to bed. That's just not me. Also, I have a sharp memory, so it's unlikely I'm forgetting where I kept them and getting surprised later. I don't have a pet, and I've thoroughly checked for rodents. There are none. And hypothetically, if someone were sneaking in, there are valuables lying around. Why would they just mess with my slippers? Another thing, I don't usually wake up at night to use the bathroom or anything. I normally sleep through the night, so I don't know when exactly the missing slipper goes missing. The apartment doesn't give me any eerie vibe. I'm not scared or anything. I've lived alone before, and I enjoy it. I don't have any sleepwalking condition either. But all that being said, I find the whole thing very, very strange and would really appreciate an explanation.